What is Chiliz? What is it good for? What is it doing? Where is it heading? Why is its price going down since several months? And why the fuck does this guy use an Internacional soccer shirt? Hey guys, it's the patient hodler coming at you, and I will answer all of those questions in this video. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor and not a financial advisor. So please do your own research before you ape into the Chiliz token. And full disclosure, I am personally invested since around 3 cents into the Chiliz token, and when I first invested I didn't even know what they are doing. So I will try to shed some light at every single aspect of the token and what they are currently doing and where they are heading for you, so you don't have to do the same mistake as I did, even though I got lucky and it was the right time to enter the token. But let's start out with what sports teams are currently doing to earn money and how they can engage with their fans. There are only a few ways for a team to make money from engaging with their fans, and that is either via physical and real life or via TV. They can either buy and sell players, but most teams don't do so well by only doing that. They can sell tickets to the stadium, but since 2 years this is also very complicated. They can hire sponsors and put the brands of those sponsors everywhere on the jerseys, on the press conferences, on the stadium itself, and everything they sell around that favorite football team. They can also sell merchandise like jerseys, football shoes, and flags, scarves, and so on. And they can sell the rights to show the matches on TV to the different TV programs, which is the best income currently for those teams. And then finally they can have talent development where they develop young players, and then finally when they are developed to either sell them or put them to use to make more money and to grow. These are basically the only ways for clubs to make money. Now for engagement with their fans, and the fans are ultimately the only reason why they are making money, it is even worse because they can only have their fans in the stadium or in front of the TV, and engagement with their fans is very limited. They can have press conferences, they can have membership cards, they can sell some jerseys to them, but that's about it. And membership cards are very limited in the benefits to their fans as well. The only thing that most fans get out of this is that they once per year or once every 2 years can participate in a yearly assembly where they can vote on certain decisions within the club, like who the president should be, or if there will be a funding for a new stadium and so on. But also they get some early access to cards for, let's say, the Champions League and some discounts on the jerseys. But that's about it, what usually fans, by having a member card, get out of it. And this is exactly where Chiliz is coming in. And Chiliz comprises of 2 products. Basically, the Chiliz token that you can invest in, and socios.com, which is the fan engagement site where basically the club and its fans meet together and can expand the participation of the fans in decisions in the club. And this is how it works. Each club that wants to partner up with socios.com lists its fan token on the site, and as you can see here, there are very big clubs already engaged within the site, and these fan tokens are buyable for the fans with Chiliz. So they have to load up on the app on the site with a credit card and buy Chiliz, and with that Chiliz, which is a primary coin, they can buy these fan tokens. And as you can see here, if you go to fan tokens, each fan token is being launched in an ICO. And the newest of these is the SAC token from the SC Internacional Porto Alegre. And that's the reason why I use this jersey here, because I've lived there, I've bought the jersey, and now this was the perfect time to put it to use. So all the Colorados, all the fans of SC Internacional are now able to go into that site and take part on this FTO, which is basically the fan token emission. And by buying that fan token, they can get access to unique decisive rights. And that's what we are going to look at right now. And as you can see, there are other listings that are coming up soon, and even other listings from Brazil or even from the Italian national team right now. But as you can see here, also Argentina is here with River and Vasco from Brazil, as well as Palmeiras from Brazil. Once you have bought your fan tokens, and the amount of fan tokens matters, you can take part in your team's decision making. And for example, here you can see, choose the design of the new entrance tunnel at the Libertadores de America Stadium. And this is something that was not possible before. And now basically each and every team can put out whatever major or minor decision for their fans that are holders of those fan tokens to decide on, whether it's the new entrance of the tunnel or a message for the captain's armband at PSG, or change the new goal celebration song at Juventus, or the warm-up entrance song at Galatasaray. Whenever you are holding these tokens, you can watch out for new polls and new decisions so that you can define the appearance and what happens around your team. And those can be very major decisions, like the naming or renaming of the whole stadium, or how the new jerseys will look like for a whole another season. There are other features that you can use on the Socios platform, something like a Pokemon Go, which is the token hunt. It is an augmented reality, a gamification for the Socios.com platform that shall bring more fun and excitement to it. As you can see here, it is possible to find treasure chests where you can find tokens, fan tokens, but also Chiliz tokens that you then can use to buy your fan tokens. The teams have also a way now to engage their fans into some giveaways and really put out some very precious stuff. For example, originally worn and signed jerseys that are being given away between the fans and holders of a specific token. So enough of the platform Socios.com, which is mainly focusing on the sports teams. The underlying investment that we want to take is to invest into Chiliz. But what is Chiliz? Chiliz is the currency that powers all of this, and that is being used as the only way to buy those fan tokens. And if we go to the Chiliz side, we can already see the partnerships here as well, all those teams running by, and we can also see at some point that it's not only linked to football, but also to UFC, and in the near future as well to other sports verticals. We can read here, Chiliz is a currency option for blockchain-backed products and services geared towards mainstream consumers. We want to elevate everyday experience, fan engagement, and entertainment, alternative payment solutions for conventional products, and more. So the Chiliz token is the underlying rocket fuel that powers the whole platform, and therefore it's necessary for us to understand where this platform is going and heading. Luckily for us, the Chiliz platform is evolving into something way bigger than expected in the beginning, and for that purpose, to create the Chiliz 2.0 underlying blockchain, they have partnered up with the Ankr protocol and are going to build out a chain that is then capable of providing staking and staking rewards. We can read here in this article, Chiliz Chain 2.0 will be built as an evolution of Binance Smart Chain. A key part of the changes that CC2 will bring is the introduction of intellectual property and consumers protection technologies, a critical component for ensuring digital authenticity and regulator credibility. So in this Yahoo Finance article, it also says, in a move highly anticipated among ranks of CHZ holders, CC2 will finally deliver a staking mechanism aimed at incentivizing holders to lock up their CHZ tokens for passive income. Interoperability as an industry trend hasn't been skipped by the Ankr team either, with CC2 promising the inclusion of Ethereum virtual machine compatibility. This will enable interactions with ERC20 tokens and Ethereum-based smart contracts, alongside opening the doors to backwards compatible solidarity programming across the Chiliz ecosystem. And in my opinion, this is very important, this evolution, because right now it is a compatible token on BEP, Binance Smart Chain, and ERC20 compatible. It will become, with the new partnership and with a new development, EVM compatible chain, and the testnet is coming out in Q1 of 2022, and therefore we are going to see the first action on the 2.0 network in the first quarter, maybe in the second quarter, because we know some delays are always occurring for Chiliz. But there is more, because the Socios platform has announced a rollout for the whole US for summer 2022, and we are going to look at this trailer quickly together here. Now, this trailer is very short and probably you haven't seen much, but if we go into the beginning again and we see here what they have shown, it's not only soccer but also American football that they are announcing here, and also we see this looks like Formula 1 or racing, DTM, rally, and so on. So this is very interesting as well. And some gloved hands here, which is probably MMA and UFC and so on, all this fighting and boxing. And basically that is a complete focus onto the US market, as we can see here on app, and that is very, very good to see as an investor, and this is the reason why I think they go into a very interesting direction. Now, if you look at this table of the Premier League, you will find 20 teams in the first division. There are another 20 top teams in the second division, in the third division, and so on. If you go to the Bundesliga of Germany, you will find another 18 top teams in the first division, another 18 teams in the second, another 18 in the third, and so on. Now make that for every major European country where football is a big deal, and now go to Latin America, go to North America, go to whatever country where you find fanatics over a football team, and you will see that the 110 teams partnership is only the tip of the iceberg for Chiliz, and this is only in the football category. Now Chiliz has already announced that they will be moving and shifting into as much sports categories as possible. And if you make the same comparison of how big the potential of teams and fan engagement is of all these sports categories, you will see the huge potential of Chiliz that is out there. So there is MMA, UFC, American football, NBA, there is cricket, major sports in India, and there are so many other sports types and major sports categories that we mostly don't even know of. If you look at this map of the world, you can see the most important sports categories per country. And yes, football, or if you want to call it like that, soccer, is leading by far in the whole world. But there is also, in those countries that are marked green with soccer, a second and a third and a fourth favorite sport arts. But there are also others. Look at this. There are countries that are loving baseball. There is basketball. There is cricket. There is Gaelic football, there's ice hockey, kickboxing, skiing, table tennis, rugby, wrestling, and all of these have a competitive scene, have major sponsors around it, and a major fan scene around it. So this is something where Chiliz wants to act, and Chiliz is the leader in this new engagement with the fans, blockchain based and decentralized. Now finally, I want to show you this movement of Chiliz until it exploded. And Chiliz always had a history of sideways movement until they brought out their next big deal. And as you can see here, they formed in 2020 and going into 2021 some rounding bottoms here before they completely exploded. And now they are in a huge sideways consolidation again. So this flat line here wasn't so flat from the perspective before, and this here could be a possibility for the movement that Chiliz could do until its next explosion, breaking out above the $1 mark. Right now we are around 20 cents for the moment and consolidating. And if you want, you can also see a little bit of a wedge here where the price is squeezing into a pattern. I am not much of a TA guy, but I just wanted to show you this, that it has naturally a history of sideways movement and a big explosion. And I think once the Ankr Chiliz 2.0 chain is implemented and Chiliz is rolling out with more capabilities and with the possibility of staking and maybe even with future burn mechanisms coming up, that there could be another explosion in the cards of this price. And this is as low as it got for the moment, and for me this is another very good entry point. I have been entering right on the bottom here before that explosion. I missed to take profits because I didn't want to sell any tokens because I believe in the project and I want to hold long term. Should have sold here, but you always have a crystal ball afterwards, right? So with this, I'm already at the end of this Chiliz video. I hope you liked the insights. If you did, subscribe and like for more. I will bring out, besides Ecomi content about other cryptocurrencies as well, if I'm convinced that they are a good investment, and I want to give you my insights into those so that you don't miss out to future gains. So let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night or afternoon, and see you in the next video.